So sometimes you're gonna have to win these games that are dirty and ugly. Sometimes it's gonna be physical, and you're gonna have to find a way to push through. And so I'm just glad to know that Notre Dame was able to do that, get a huge season opening victory. Now, I wanted to kind of talk about some things, and before we go on, this is the big pig of the gridiron, and we're about to get to it. So for me, I wanted to discuss here um, total yards. Notre Dame won 356 to 246. Passing yards, neither team was completely like great when it came to passing yards. 158 from Notre Dame, 100 from Texas A&M. The rushing yards advantage went to us as well. We are we I mean we were um, we had the advantage in most of these categories. First downs 18 to 17, rushing yards 198 to 146. Yards per play, 5.7 yards per play with Notre Dame, 3.6 with Texas A&M. Now our third down efficiency was horrible. Um, Texas A&M only fared a little bit better. The big runs by, and I wanted to say that I made a mistake there. I credit both touchdowns in the earlier video to Jeremiah Love, but one was Jadarian Price. He bust the first touchdown run and the clutch touchdown run to seal the deal late to break a 13-13 tie. That one was credit to Jeremiah Love. Penalties, we had 11 penalties, so we did lose that. We got to be better. We got to be more disciplined in that regard. The fact that we got 2 interceptions was huge, and we also won time of possession by 3.5 minutes. So for the most part, we won the team stats battle. And so also, let's quickly recap certain players' stats. Riley Leonard in his first game for Notre Dame, 18 for 30, 158 yards, no touchdowns, no interceptions, but he did carry the ball 12 times for 63 yards. Jeremiah Love, 14 carries, 91 yards. Jadarian Price, 8 carries, 45 yards. So, the receiving core is pretty steady. Bo Collins, he had, what did he have? 5 receptions for 62 yards. And so it was just kind of even across the board. Thought we, our defense in particular was very amazing. Came up huge for us. When we couldn't put points on the board, the defense made sure that Texas A&M couldn't put points on the board. Over the course of the game, we just kind of wore them down. Our running backs, especially Love, as I said in the earlier video, a lot of the credit goes to just the way we was able to just continuously pound the rock in order to soften up the Texas A&M defense that was, playing really good. We just was able to, scratch and score on them more than they were able to score on us late. So, that's a huge positive to see how this Notre Dame Fighting Irish defense is, really, really looking good. And just offensively, I like the poise and the leadership from Riley Leonard. Obviously, he has a way to go in terms of being able to, I would say, become a better passer. He's a pretty good passer, but he can run very, very well. And it's just one game. Maybe we'll see Riley unleashed as a passer. We seem conservative a lot. Like the offensive, in terms of throwing, seems very conservative. So we really haven't seen him even remotely get unleashed. If he's going to be unleashed in terms of passing the ball, the running game is pretty sound. Again, I just wanted to just like jump on here and discuss some stats. Maybe if you guys didn't see the stats or, didn't know about the stats. Yeah, so that's a great win for us to get. Some people might say, yeah, we squeaked by with this win. And it wasn't the most impressive of wins, but it was a win. It was 3-3 after the first quarter. Second quarter, it was 3-3 again. 6-6 tied to half. Notre Dame, we would score a touchdown in the third. So that would make it 13-6. And then Texas A&M would respond, and we would respond with the final 10 points of the game. And I mean, you go into an environment like that and you win, that's big time. That environment, it's nothing to play with over there. Absolutely nothing to play with. And a lot of credit to the coach, Marcus Freeman, for the game plan and just having everybody prepared to play. So we will be talking soon about Notre Dame's next contest, which will be against NIU September 7th. But hopefully we will have more content coming as well in between then. But yeah, I just wanted to just pop back on, talk some statistics from the first game, talk a little bit more about the first game. And this is awesome. This is year 3 for Marcus Freeman. He is only the second African-American coach in the program's history, 30th head coach overall for Notre Dame football. Last season, we finished 10-3. And since he started, he has a record of 19-7. So, yeah, Marcus Freeman has been, doing his thing. And, is very enlightening to see, and hopefully it continues. So yeah, I'll be back with more content. I'm gonna go like this video, subscribe, the Big Pig of the Gridiron. We're gonna keep it coming.